Hello everyone, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to solve a tricky math question. So let's get jump into that question is, so we all know the imaginary number I, which is going to be equal to square root of minus 1. So my question is, what is I to the power I? So at least, can you say that I to the power I is going to be a real number or an imaginary number? But we are going to find the actual value of this I to the power I. So please try to solve this question. And when you're ready, keep watch to learn how to solve this question. Hope you can you make a try on this question. So let me solve this question. So before we solve this, we need to learn one theory. So we'll learn that theory first. So that is, yeah. So suppose we take this equation, that is e to power x is going to be equals to, this is x. So e to power x is going to be equals to y. So can you find this x which is based on this y? So in order to find that, we'll take log of e to both sides. So that will bring us, log of e means ln of e to the power x, which is going to be equals to ln of y. So we know according to this logarithm principles, this x will come front of this ln function. So that will give us x into ln e. So which is going to be equals to ln y. And we all know that ln e is going to be equals to 1. So that will bring us x is equal to ln y. So if e to the power x is going to be equals to y, then we can say the x in terms of y. So we'll take these two equations and we're going to apply this equation on this function. So that will give us e to the power, instead of x, we'll give ln y. Yeah. So according to this equation, what we can say is, we can say y in terms of exponential and the log of e. That is, y is going to be equals to e to the power ln y. So e to the power ln y or y, both are same. So we are going to use this term to solve or to find the value of the I to the power I. So let's see how we are going to solve it. So let me start. Yeah. So we'll take this I to the power I. So I to the power I is going, so we need to find this I to the power I value. So we take that I to the power I. So I to the power I, we can write it as I to the power I in brackets. So what am I going to do is I'm going to plug the I value using this term, that is this star. So using this, we are going to apply into this equation. So instead of this I, we are going to apply this star equation. So here for y, we can put e to the power ln y. So like that, for I, we can put e to the power ln I. Hope this would be clear to you all. Yeah. So we have changed this I to the power I in terms of exponential and log of e as this equation. So from this we can move. So now we are going to multiply this I into this ln of I. So that is e to the power ln I. Yeah. So we have changed this I to the power I into e to the power I ln I. So you could wonder why I use this e to the power ln I to find the solution, because from these we are going to find this value of the I to the power y. So that's why we use this kind of equation to solve. So from this, how we are going to solve this, that is e to the power I to the power I is now going to be equals to the e to the power I ln I. So we'll hold this moment and we are going to see another trick. So that is, yeah. So, and we also know that we can write this I as e to the power I pi I. Maybe you could wonder how it is going to be equal. So let me explain how both of these are going to be equal. Suppose we check this e to the power I pi by 2. So this can be expressed as e to the power I theta. So suppose we take pi by 2 as I theta. How we can write this? Cos theta plus I sin pi theta. So that's how this e to the power I theta can be expressed. So according to that, this e to the power I pi by 2 can be expressed as cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Okay, so this would we already know. So from this, if we find the cos pi by 2, that means cos 90 degree, that is going to be 0, and plus I into sin pi by 2, that is sin 90 degree is going to be 1. So that makes this e to the power I by 2 is equals to I. So this is what I written in this form. So we can say I as e to the power I pi by 2. So I mark this formula as star, double star. So I'm going to plug this formula into this to find the solution for the I to the power I. So that is going to be, wait a minute. Yeah. So e to the power I ln pi is going to be equal to, let me write down here. So for this I only, okay, for this I only, I can use this double star. I'm not going to use the this double star equation in front of this I. I'm going to use only for this side. So that will make e to the power I into ln of this I can be expressed as e to the power I pi by 2. Now what we can do is this form inside the log of e, that is inside log. So we can take this exponent to the in front of this log, or this multiply by I. So that will make e to the power I into, let me write this in black color since it is also right in this black color. So e to the power I pi by 2 into ln of e. And we also know that ln of e, or the log e of e, is going to be equals to 1. So let me write this in this way. So that is going to be give us e to the power I into pi by 2 into 1. Yeah, so we are in the finishing stage of this, or we are going to find this value so soon. So let me write the question again. I to the power I, that is going to be equals to, so it's just a multiplication. So we are going to multiply, we're going to find I squared pi by 2, and we know that I is square root of -1. So that will bring us I squared is equal to square root of -1. So I squared is going to be equal to this squared and this square root of also cancel. So I squared is going to be equals to -1. So I to the power I is equal to, instead of I squared, we can plug -1. So minus pi by 2. So now you can see that I to the power I is not an imaginary number, it's a real number. Wow, what an amazing fact we have found. So I to the power is going to be equals to e to the power minus pi by 2, which is a real number. And also we can plug, or we can use calculator to find exact value of this. And if we plug it in the calculator, so let me calculate in this my calculator. So what value is going to be equal to is, wait a moment, yeah, so this is going to be equal to 0.2078 and so on. So we have found that I to the power I is going to be equals to e to the power minus pi by 2. So if we calculate the exact value, it is going to be equal to 0.2078. So from this we can conclude it is a real number. So hope you guys could enjoy this video and you could learn something. So I'll meet you again in the next video. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye.